Single tenant versus multi tenant buildings. So, navigating the real estate landscape, in the realm of real estate, the decision between single tenant and multi tenant buildings holds significant implication for both landlords and tenants. And each type of property presents a unique set of advantages and disadvantages, making the choice a critical one that hints on understanding the specific needs and goals of the parties involved. Single tenant buildings, a tailored solution for exclusive occupancy. So, single tenant buildings cater to a single occupant, so offering them exclusive control over the entire space. So, this arrangement is often favored by the companies that require specialized facility, a high level of privacy, or the flexibility to expand or modify their workspace as their needs evolve. And the advantages of single tenant buildings is its customizable design. So it provides the freedom to tailor the design to the specific requirement of the tenant, maximizing efficiency and productivity. And the expansion flexibility. So the tenant has the autonomy to expand or modify the space to accommodate growth or changing business needs. And also, exclusive occupancy ensures complete control over access to the building and its systems, safeguarding sensitive information and operations. And next is the disadvantage of the single tenant buildings. Mostly are higher upfront costs. So typically incur higher upfront construction and development expenses compared to multi-tenant structures kay syempre siya ra may magbayad sa overall expenses. And the next is the vacancy risks. The reliance a single tenant introduces the risk of significant financial strain for the landlord if the tenant vacates the property. And then, lastly, is the absence of multiple tenants may restrict the landlord's exposure to different industries and potential synergies. So next is the multi-tenant buildings. It accommodates multiple tenants sharing common areas, amenities, and infrastructure. So this approach often proves more cost effective for both landlords and tenants, as the shared resources can reduce overhead expenses and optimize space utilization. So sa isa ka building daghang tenants diha. So ang advantages ana pod is it lower upfront cost. Unlike sa single tenants nga they cover all the expenses, sa multi-tenant buildings generally have lower upfront construction and development cost per square foot compared to single tenant facilities. So it also with multiple tenants, the landlord's income stream is less vulnerable to the departure of any single tenant, mitigating financial risk. Like so, dili ra siya mag-uol ang landlord if ever like 'di ba na ay financial problem ang tenant niya. So dili ra siya mag-uol kay napa siya other tenants sa building. And then, it also the co-locating diverse tenants can foster collaboration, knowledge sharing, and also the cross-industry benefits, create a dynamic and stimulating work environment. But there's also, if there's added advantages, there's always a disadvantage. So, the landlords have less direct control over the use of common areas and shared resources, necessitating stricter lease agreements and effective management strategies. And next is sharing common facilities and amenities can lead to conflicts among tenants requiring proactive conflict resolution mechanism. So, like, di ba ka nang mag-share sila og kuan like sa um like sa kana bitong sa mga mall, so there's some conflicts, especially if like kanang sa tenants nga mag-share og baligya, then same baligya sila, and then di ba lisod kaayo na siya. There is a what do you call this, the um, competition sa tenants. And the next is the limited expansion flexibility. So the tenants in multi-tenant buildings may have limited flexibility to expand or modify their spaces without disrupting other tenants and overall building operations. So limited ra dili sila kalihok-lihok dayon or magpa-design sa ilang like any kind of ano nila like renovations or 'di ba mag-makeover sila sa ilahang kuan kay sa lang space kay na may matarog nilang other tenants. So here is the industrial real estate as an investment. So investment considerations for industrial real estate. So aligning goals and market dynamics. When considering investment in industrial real estate, careful evaluation of investment objectives, alternative capital options, and also the balance sheet implication is paramount. So it clearly define the investment purpose, whether it is for user occupancy, non-user investment, or a combination of both. And the next is the access the potential returns of alternative investment opportunities and compare them against the expected returns of the industrial real estate investment, and also the evaluate the impact of the investment on the company's balance sheet, considering factors such as debt to equity ratio and leverage capacity. Next is the market analysis, understanding local dynamics no for informed decision. A thorough analysis of the a local industrial market is very crucial for making informed investment decisions and maximizing the likelihood of success. So, key factors to consider include the rate of at which vacant industrial space is being leased or occupied, indicating the demand for industrial space in the market. Next is the percentage of industrial space, a space that is not currently occupied, providing an insight into the overall availability of industrial space, and also the understanding current and emerging trends in the local industrial market, including the tenant preferences, supply demand dynamics, and economic indicators. So, navigating the real estate landscape, a strategic approach is by carefully considering the advantages and disadvantages of single tenant and multi tenant buildings, coupled with a comprehensive evaluation of investment goals and market dynamics. Real estate consultants and investors can make informed decisions that align with their specific objectives and maximize the potential for success in the industrial real estate market. So everything magdepende gud sa goals sa investors or sa businessmen. Thanks. Thank you so much for listening.